Russian President Vladimir Putin has issued a stark warning to NATO regarding the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Putin cautioned against the continued supply of long-range missiles to Ukrainian forces. He asserted that such actions could provoke a direct response from Russia. This statement has significantly heightened global tensions.
Putin's warning highlights Russia's sensitivity to the advanced weaponry being provided to Ukraine by NATO allies. The Kremlin perceives such weapons as a direct threat to its national security. This development underscores the high stakes involved in the Ukraine conflict. The international community is closely monitoring the situation. Diplomatic efforts are underway to de-escalate tensions. The United States and the United Kingdom have taken a leading role in supporting Ukraine. They have provided substantial military and humanitarian aid. However, both countries remain cautious about actions that could lead to a wider conflict with Russia.
The U.S. has committed billions of dollars in military aid to Ukraine. This aid includes advanced weapons systems and intelligence sharing. However, the Biden administration has refrained from providing long-range missiles.
Similarly, the UK has supplied Ukraine with weapons and training. The UK has also imposed sanctions on Russia. However, the UK government has stressed the importance of a measured response. Adding another layer of complexity to the conflict is the increasing involvement of Iran. The US has accused Iran of supplying Russia with short-range ballistic missiles. This development has drawn strong condemnation from Western nations. Iran has denied these allegations, dismissing them as baseless. However, US intelligence reports suggest that Iran has been providing Russia with military drones and other equipment. This support has bolstered Russia's military capabilities in Ukraine. The growing military cooperation between Russia and Iran is a cause for serious concern. It signals a deepening alliance between these two nations, both of which are at odds with the West. This alliance has the potential to reshape the geopolitical landscape. This development has prompted calls for increased sanctions against both Russia and Iran. The international community is grappling with how to address Iran's involvement without further escalating the conflict. The situation highlights the complex web of alliances and rivalries that are fueling global instability. Section 4. The precipice of escalation, a global concern. The potential for the conflict in Ukraine to escalate into a wider war is a grave concern for the entire world. The involvement of major powers, the use of advanced weaponry, and the volatile geopolitical climate all contribute to this risk. Putin's recent warning to NATO underscores the sensitivity surrounding the supply of long-range missiles to Ukraine. Any miscalculation or perceived aggression could lead to a rapid and uncontrolled escalation of the conflict. The possibility of miscalculation is heightened by the high tensions and mistrust between Russia and the West. Misinterpretations of intentions or actions could have devastating consequences. The risk of unintended escalation is a constant threat. The international community must remain vigilant in its efforts to prevent further escalation. Dialogue, diplomacy, and clear communication channels are essential to managing this dangerous situation. The stakes are simply too high for anything less. Section 5. Diplomacy at the forefront, averting further conflict. In the face of this escalating crisis, diplomacy must be the primary tool for averting a wider war. Open lines of communication between Russia and the West are essential to de-escalating tensions and finding a peaceful resolution. International organizations, such as the United Nations, must play a central role in facilitating dialogue. These organizations provide a neutral platform for discussions and negotiations. They can help bridge divides and build consensus.
Diplomatic efforts should focus on identifying areas of common ground and establishing confidence-building measures. Addressing Russia's security concerns while also upholding Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity is crucial. Finding a peaceful resolution to this conflict will require compromise and concessions from all parties involved. It is a challenging path, but it is the only way to prevent further suffering and global instability.
Section 6. A unified front, the path to lasting peace. The conflict in Ukraine highlights the urgent need for a unified global response. A fragmented international community emboldens those who undermine the rules-based order. International cooperation is essential for humanitarian assistance. Millions of Ukrainians have been displaced. They require food, shelter, and medical care.
The international community must stand firm in its condemnation of Russia's actions. This includes maintaining and strengthening economic sanctions and holding those responsible for war crimes accountable. A unified response is the best hope for a just and lasting peace in Ukraine.